Obviously, LinkedIn has been your sort of like main play. And can you please tell viewers more about what worked for the LinkedIn algo? Like, what tactics would you sort of like recommend people? Okay, if you do this, this will work for you. And lately, we're also seeing LinkedIn organic reach just going away. So what's going on over there? So maybe some tips and insights over there.
The way that I create content, like I don't really consider those types of things. Like I don't consider hooks and oh, the first 3 seconds has to catch their attention. I'm just like, it's not that I don't care, but I have a very really good understanding of the people that watch my content and the people that like consume my content, right? So like I just go based off that. Like people would like, for example, like for the past couple of weeks, I was just experimenting with posting literally just like dumb stuff in like the middle of the night. And I just wanted to see. I used to care so much about like, no, like 2, 3 years ago, it's like, oh, I have to post at 10 a.m. every day and I can't post on Fridays. But like as I've grown, like I've stopped caring even more about those things. So I wanted to experiment with just like one time I logged on LinkedIn at like 10:30. And like this is, a few weeks ago, I'm looking for a full-time role and stuff. And then LinkedIn presents you with that prompt like, hi, Abed, are you hiring? And then I just thought to myself, like, what you mean, fool? I'm like, I'm unemployed as shit, right? Like, so I just laughed to myself. So I just took a screenshot of it and then I just made that a LinkedIn post at like 10:30 at night. And the post was just a screenshot that said, am I hiring? Question mark. I'm unemployed AF guy. And like it got like 200 likes by the time I woke up the next morning. And so like that would kind of go against like what you would think of in terms of just like, no, you have to do this way and that way. I think the most important thing is just like having a deep understanding of the people that your content is for and the people that consume your content. Like I talk to so many people that like so many of people that have found me through my content, I'm like really good friends with now. You know what I mean? So like I understand that. Like I know I can cuss. I know I can drop F bombs left and right and like no one's gonna care. And an important thing is I've also been like that from the start. Right? Like I made it a point to where like if you're gonna follow me, like you know what you're getting into. Right? Like I'm not gonna like suit and tie up for you and stuff and be like, hello, sir, nice to like it's just like, hey, like this is we're just regular. Like if we really believe if B2B is human and people marketing to other people, if we really believe that, then we would drop the corporate veil, as I like to call it, the charades, right? So I've been like that from the start, and people like it. They don't mind, like I talk to them, and it's that's just how it is. Like if we met somewhere right now at a restaurant, like the way that I would talk to you as just like a normal person is how I am in like all of my videos and all of my stuff. So I don't really focus much on like tactics or trends or like posting a specific way. I just know my audience really well. And from the beginning, I've always kind of just talked about the things that I'm interested in. If you look at all of my content, all it really is me like theorizing, like communicating like, hey, I think this could work and this process and this framework and this whatever idea, and then me experimenting with it at like HockeyStack with like the streaming platform stuff, right? And then me just like telling everyone what I learned about it and like how they could potentially emulate it as well. So like from the beginning, that's really all I've done. It's just like theories and ideas and themes and concepts, and then applying those things and then letting you know like what came of it. And so I've always just stuck to that. And even I remember like 4 years ago, and I'm talking about like the demand gen SaaS crowd. uh I remember like when the content that we were putting out, we were so heavily focused on like short attention spans, like micro content. And LinkedIn videos, they were like 10, 30 seconds. Like the only people that were putting out like 9-minute videos at that time were like me and Chris Walker. That's it. Like everyone else was so focused on like shorter content, micro videos, like whatever, I don't care. And like even like my friends, like my content creator peers would be like, I would send it to them, and like you see a 9-minute video pop up in Slack with a bet saying like, what do you think about this? And they'd just be like, dude, what the hell, man? Like no one's gonna watch this 9-minute video. And I'd be like, okay, yeah, you're right, I'll shorten it. But then I wouldn't, and I'd just post it, and it would get like 200 likes and like 3,000 minutes of like play time and 15, 20, 30, 40,000 impressions. And that would just sort of like solidify this notion that like I don't need to worry about like hacking attention or something like that. I just need to continue doing what I've been doing, knowing that like this is the type of stuff that my audience is looking for. And I just continue to do that. And as a creator, I have a desire to consistently improve over time. So that's really the things that I'm focused on, right? Like doing what I do, knowing that's what my audience likes, and then just trying to get better at every little aspect of it over time, like to make the video look better, lighting better, video scripts that I write are more concise. Maybe the music is better. Maybe now, okay, let's add something into it, so let's go outside into the mountains. Let's film drone footage. That's what I'm trying to like, that's where I'm at now. I feel like I've got the substance and all of that stuff down. Now what I'm trying to learn more about is like just like the cinematic aspect of it. Like, the cinematography, lighting, getting good shots from your camera, inside, outside. Eventually when I get that down, I'm going to try to figure out like drone footage and how to work that into like B2B marketing, LinkedIn content. So like, that's just, my journey as a creator. I've never really focused on or cared about, because the algorithm is a fickle beast, right? Like you don't want to like detach yourself from that, right? Because with that comes like, oh, like one day, like the algorithm could just suck. And then you're like, oh, my content's shit. And now you're going hard on yourself for an absolutely no reason. So like detach yourself from that, detach yourself from the algorithm. And, XYZ famous LinkedIn creator with 1 million followers said I should do this. Like just experiment. That's really all you can do. Try a bunch of different things. When I first started on LinkedIn, I would just try everything. Let's try twice a day. Let's try posting at this time. Let's try posting at this time. Let's try posting memes. Let's post on a Sunday. Let's post on a Saturday. Let's post on a Friday night. So like just have like a 6-month phase of like experimentation, and then like stop, sit back, look at those past 6 months, see what you learned, what can you pull from it, and what can you move forward with